roll, power, stabilize.
Nice. Nice recovery. That's a really nice recovery.
Power's in. Power set, airspeed.
Well done. All right. Questions on those?
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I tell you what, I have control. It's just a matter of following the strategy. And, again, the point of this course is we give you a strategy and you can apply it in many, many situations. It'll save your time. All right, so let me ask you a question. Do you think this airplane will recover if with just a push? In other words, if I stay in uncoordinated flight and leave the rudder in, do you think it'll recover from a stall?
Sure, it would recover into probably a slip because you'd almost have to go cross control on the ailerons, right?
Yeah, it will recover, and it'll be a more uncomfortable recovery because you're uncoordinated.
Yeah.
But it'll absolutely recover because by far the push step is the most important step in the recovery. I'll do one here. I'm just going to throw the rudder. I'll leave the rudder in. I'll do a slipping turn stall, but I'm just going to push. And you'll see it'll recover, just not very comfortably. So there it goes, push. Roll. Power. And stabilize.
Wow.
Yeah, so it recovers, it's just not a very comfortable recovery. So, you let your yaw damper work for you. If your yaw damper's not doing it.
Well, that would be if you had a rudder hard over or something, which...
Yeah, and we'll talk about those on the next sortie. We do actually do some cross control, or not control, alternate control stuff. All right, let's look at a split S. I'll show you something here.
Never do it, right?
Never do it.
Never do it.
I'm going to show you why.
Yeah, I know. Feet, the Falcon.
At least, probably. Though that's what those guys lost in that MD-80.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to 7,500 feet, 80 knots. And I'll go to 100 knots, tell you what. And I'm going to roll upside down, like we got rolled by wake turbulence. And then I'm just going to push and roll like we do the strategy, and we'll note our altitude loss here. So there's 100 knots, 7,500 feet, so let's say I get rolled upside down. I push, roll, power, stabilize, and what, I lost just under 500 feet, right?
Yeah.
Turn around for those guys gripe at me. I will do the same thing, except we're going to split S out of it. So 7,500 feet, 100 knots, and the same thing now. I get rolled by wake turbulence, and I panic and pull. Look at all that dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 160, there's 180, 2,000 feet of altitude loss. So we lost 4 times as much altitude, and if we would, I'm probably, I put 3 Gs on the airplane, so overG'd your airplane.
Yeah.
And so the point is, don't do that.
Right.
Don't just roll and pull. And so we'll do a Cuban 8 here. I'm going to have you, I'm going to show you how to roll. You do one. So I'm going to get about 160 knots. I'm going to try to stay within the load limit of the airplane. Load limit of your airplane. So here we go. So I'll start right here. Looking side to side, keep my wingtips level. And I'm going to pull to 45 degrees nose low on the back side. Over the top, head goes back. And now 45 nose low, I'm going to push and roll. All right, you have control.
My control.
Keep that nose down, get 160 knots. All right, up. Looking side to side. Head back now. Look for 45 nose low. Do another leaf. Keep that nose down.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, do another one.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. There's 160. Is that too much G, or is that right?
Yeah, you're fine. That's about 2.5. Head back. 45 nose low, push, and roll.
almost pushing and rolling at the same
So do
time.
another one. Do another one. You're not feeling bad, so do another one. Right?
I feel great.
Yeah.
Push, roll,
Nice.
power, stabilize.
So that's all you have to do. I mean, if you don't panic, you just push and roll the airplane back upright.
Power set, pitch set, airspeed stable, recovery complete.
Nice. All right. Tell you what, I have control.
That's fun as shit.
That's fun, isn't it? I'm going to show you. Since you're doing the jet on the next one, I'll show you something fun here. I'll show you something, and you feel good, right?
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah. Let me show you what this airplane will do that very few airplanes in the world will do. This is called a Lumpshavak, and it's a tumble.
Yeah.
So you can tumble these airplanes end over end. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to go up 45 degrees. And I'm going to roll, kick, push. The thing will tumble end over end. Isn't that nuts?
no, thank you.
All right. Let's say we just lost our engine.
I'm glad you did that, but don't.
Well, you need to see one. You know,
Absolutely.
you come flying an extra 300, you need to do a Lumpshavak.
Oh shit.
All right, just say I lost my engine.
Yeah.
Mine needs 2 minutes to high key at Rittenhouse. So, speed spot set up. There's no place in this area where we fly that you can make it back to Gateway. This airplane doesn't glide very well.
Right.
So we're going to go to this little abandoned airfield here called Rittenhouse. So I always think when chances of losing both engines in your airplane, it's pretty darn low, though the chances are not zero, So speed spot setup, I always look to get the Elevator D Max, which in this airplane's about 80 knots, so I'm a little bit fast, but I got lots of energy here. But that's going to give me my best glide ratio. And then spot, looking for a place I can put the airplane down. That's one thing I like about Sullenberger's video. Even he never really took his eyes off the Hudson River, even though he kind of made a feint towards Teterboro. He never really made and he talked about going back to LaGuardia and all that, but he never really went that way.
Yeah.
He stayed on the Hudson River on the nose. And then setup, I know I need to be about 3.6, which is 2,000 feet HEL to do a full 360. Probably has a 3-to-1 glide ratio. For every 1,000 feet, you can go about 3 nautical miles along the ground. This airplane doesn't have anything like that. So then, once I've done all that, and I put myself in a place where I can land the airplane, now I've got time to, squawk 7700, make a mayday call, get my checklist out, all that kind of stuff. But I got to fly the airplane first. We've all, growing up, we all heard aviate, navigate, communicate, and that